Too raw.
What is the deal, man? What's the deal? What's happening with my Raider family? As you can see, right now it's just Turf and I. It's just Turf and I. Turf, your mic is muted, by the way. It's just Turf and I today.
Yes,
and we here holding it down for the Raider Syndicate. Leo might join us a little later, but as of right now, you got another special edition of the Turf and Rundown show. So, Turf, how you feeling on this Sunday, man?
Yes, sir, man. I mean, hey, first and foremost, right? Happy Easter, everybody, right?
For sure.
Easter. You know.
For sure.
This is a Syndicate Sunday special edition issue, if you will, right? And, Leo's out with family. Chris is out with family. It's to be expected, right? I just got finished eating with mine, so we all were laying around. I had a little 5-10 minute nap. So, ready to talk about this Raider talk, man. Ready to get popping.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. You already know what time it is, man. I came on unprepared, not ready. But at the end of the day, right? Like Turf said, happy Easter to everybody. Y'all already got to pop it in the chat. So y'all already know what time it is, what we got to start with. The first segment of every Sunday, man. You already know it's the roll call, and chat lives matter, as they always do.
Sir.
So, Turf, if you can, go through some of these chats for us, brother. Let's roll call and say what's up to some of the family.
Absolutely, absolutely. We definitely got to get this first one out the way. Shout out to Greg Atkins. Chris, you killed it with the softies. Ever since the first time I saw you with Spivey, I knew it was gold. Then you got with my man Rundown in 32. I knew the damn broke. Finally, real Raiders. Fire. Hey, shout out to you, Greg. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
as always, my guy, Steve Jones. Sunday salute for the Syndicate. Appreciate you,
For
boss,
sure,
as
man.
always. He been with us
For
from
sure.
day one. Absolutely.
Always.
Raider
Paul.
Raiders.
Raider Paul. Oh, what's guy?
Connected. Raiders. Much love to the Syndicate. Appreciate you, Connected. Hope you enjoyed the show today.
Much love to you too as well.
Salute Nation. One of our guys that's been here for a
Nominee.
minute. I thought somebody jacked him in the last show. I don't know. He was talking crazy. Our guy is back.
Carl, what's the deal with you, man?
Salute. Another one of the fan favorites.
Easy
in the building.
What's up with you, baby? What's up?
Another one. Eric Raiders.
Eric.
You guys stay supporting.
Raider Hater Hunter, man.
We
one
really,
of the hardest
really
names out,
appreciate
for
you.
sure.
Absolutely. Salute. Ray Love, Syndicate. He's shouting
Ray
everybody.
Love, what's the deal with you, my guy? Ray Love.
And this will be the last one. Not for the show, but last but not least.
Oh,
time, Rafucho. What's
the
up,
guy, bro? The guy. What's going on, man? One of the hardest working dudes there is, man.
Absolutely. 100%.
So it's much appreciated. Everybody that's tuned into the show. Like I said, hopefully we get some of the more Syndicate on here later. Leo chilling with his fam, Chris chilling with his fam. My pops is out in California doing the things with the fam as well. So, we're here holding it down. Me and my lady already had our festivities, so we good, man. But, we got to talk about some of just the Raider news. Touch on some. It's been quiet since we did our Turf and Rundown show, right? So nothing really going on. But at the end of the day, around the NFL, things are just moving in motion, right? Maybe behind the scenes, maybe things with some other teams. So anything that stuck out to you, for the past couple weeks since we've been on the air last Sunday?
It's been real quiet, man. I will say this. I did watch a chopped up piece of Nightcap, I believe, when it came to Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco with your boy Brandon Ayuk on there. I will say that, yes, I agree with the Syndicate wholeheartedly. I don't think he would be a fit. I don't see it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, great kid, obviously. I mean, He is from Reno, so, that's the only thing that pulls at my heartstrings. Everybody knows I'm all about that hometown kid stuff. So, I just don't think he's a fit. So, I mean, that was something that stuck out to me, right? Because, the team been letting me know, and I took it upon myself to be objective, right? And I could see the arrogance. I could see the me mentality. And again, there's nothing like, I'm not saying this in a negative perspective. It's just, that's not what we need on our team right now, right? There is a team that would absolutely need his mentality right now, because that's what's going to get him to start winning. We already going to start winning with what we have. So,
guaranteed.
A little different scenario. So go ahead.
No. I kind of saw a little bit of it. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but some of the sentiments you just said is some of the things I saw before. I mean, even before that interview, he just. If we had problems with how Josh Jacobs used to handle stuff on social media, we will have problems with Brandon Ayuk. I was just saying, you know, that because he does that same thing. He plays that same little game. So, do we need that in the locker room right now? Now, will he be like that if he comes here? No, because if he comes here, it's understood, right? You got to pay this man a large sum of money. But
Correct.
Then what's gonna happen when he comes here and we say, well, you're not the number one, bro? Like,
Right.
You know, we might pay you cool, but understand it goes through 17. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna have to get what you get after that. I like Jacoby, and I feel like Jacoby brings that attitude that we need from a number 2 wide receiver, right? You know what I mean? And I'll piggyback off your point. What stood out to me, I don't know if you watched it, but Devontae was on the Shop, you know, LeBron show. He was on there with Robert Kraft and you know, Michael Rubin and all these dudes like that. But you know, he was talking about Jacoby. He was like, I've learned so many things from Jacoby. You know what I mean? Just nuances of the game that I haven't known before. And here go Robert Kraft saying we should have never let him go.
Right.
That tell you all that needs to know. I mean, in my opinion.
I couldn't agree with you more, man. That is exactly right. I did hear about Robert Kraft saying that, and it takes a lot for an owner like that to, you know, own up to that type of a mistake, if you will, because he's high character, and that's what a lot of the Patriots, you know, stood for. You know, just the workaholic, get in line, you know, get in where you fit in, next man up, you know, workaholic. So for no money on top of that. Let's just keep it a buck. Like,
no money.
You knew you was going to win and get rings, but that money thing, you had to obviously be passed outstanding in order for that to even be a thought. And the chances were you're getting dealt if you get that good anyways, because they could just get somebody else to fit the mold.
Yep.
That's where it used to
be. And, you know, from a guy that, like I said, number 2 receiver, need that edge. You need that guy that don't care about blocking. They don't care about getting in there, getting nasty, right? Mixing it up a little bit. Maybe he's stronger, and I do believe this. For as good as Devontae is, Jacoby is stronger in areas that Devontae is not. You know what I mean? You talk about run blocking, even pass blocking.
Yeah, he's a bigger receiver.
Oh yeah, you talk about in the trenches, getting in there. Now, if you want to talk about route running, just playing the game of receiver, period, right? If we're not talking about the blocking and all that, just catching, running routes and all, Devontae's top tier. But if you mixing all the little other nuances in, blocking, right, going in there and really mixing, putting your nose in there if you have to, blocking D linemen, coming back, cracking linebackers and stuff of that nature. I take that all day for my number 2 for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, I have no problems with it. My only thing is, right, I mean, I'm always looking to upgrade everybody's position, and I'm going to always reiterate that. And if you're upgradable, then it's our duty, right, if we're wearing our GM hat, to see what's available.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. But the only reason I kept saying no is because it didn't really make no sense to me, right? Yeah. Just because it's like chemistry. The chemistry we're talking about, you know, especially you and I, if we talking about Syndicate period, like we talked about chemistry a lot, especially with Russell Wilson and all these guys, right? It's like if we talked about Russ, we can't have that up in here. So
no, I agree.
Yeah, you know, now we pivot a little bit. You know, I still want to stay on NFL terms before we do get into the draft, because the draft is approaching very quickly. But I do want to say this, right? As far as rounding the team out, still a little quiet, man. Still a little quiet. Right. Or at this point, and this is for everybody in the chat as well, do y'all feel like it's just wait to the draft time at this point? Is that what we feel? I mean, because when you really look and scour the free agents that are available, it's underwhelming to me, right? Underwhelming to me. So what do you think, Turf? Like, should we just wait, you know, for the draft, or what's going on? And I see people in the chat, you know, commenting too. We're gonna get to y'all too.
I'm hearing all kinds of wild rumors, and sometimes, right, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, they say. I think it's Raider D. Shout out to Raider D. I think I've seen him quite a few times discuss a potential blockbuster deal for defensive end Allen.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So pairing him up right with Kuntz and our guy
See,
Max.
which lets me know they definitely want an edge. They need another edge.
That would create. It's got to be the best defense on paper. I mean, it has to be the best defensive line ever on paper.
Right.
So if that comes to fruition, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that. And, because obviously we're going to have to pay him top dollar. So clearly our defense will flip from being the least expensive to one of the most. But I think you're going to absolutely.
When's the last time has that happened?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to absolutely get what you pay for. But like that front line, I mean, it's going to be laughable what they do to the offenses.
Right. I mean, as far as Raiders, right, as far as what we've done, paying premium on that defensive side of the ball, we ain't really did all that, So, that was a good point. I believe in that as well. I mean, to me, it's like, don't force the hand. Still a lot of guys, right, that we can grab. I look at Xavier Howard. I do still look at that. I would pull the tires on that. I look at Dalton Reisner, right? Like I pull the trigger on that. See who else is out there. But majority of what we need at this point can be filled by the draft. Just in my opinion, majority of what we need at this point can be filled by the draft. Especially the biggest position when you talk about quarterback. Definitely is going. I mean, that's the only other place you can go, right? At this point, draft, tackle, draft, right? Like you talk about corner, and unless it's Xavier Howard or maybe Adoree Jackson, but even Adoree Jackson, would you rather draft a dude or go with Adoree Jackson and pay him? I'd rather draft a dude.
Right. Yeah, it's so tough, man. Like I said, if we do what we're doing with our defensive line, at that point, it doesn't matter what happens on that cornerback position, even that linebacker. If we can grab somebody late in the draft, I think they will benefit. They will benefit. They'll benefit from craziness. Yeah.
And I think you made a good point not too long ago, or somebody said, like, there's no way AP gonna let that linebacker room be lackluster. Can't happen. Not from no former linebacker. It ain't gonna happen.
That's gonna be the shiniest object in the house. It's got. I mean, yeah, right. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Spillane, he's definitely working to keep his spot. But again,
that's all he talks about, really.
Yeah, that's it. And
I love him some Spillane. You can tell AP loves Spillane
because he's a straight up blue collar, come to work.
I like that.
Day. Yeah,
I'm cool with that shit.
I agree, but the unfortunate thing for him is there is better natural talent. I'm just gonna say what people don't want to hear.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That's
I'm not going to
hear that, but that's just the truth. Same thing with Jacoby. That's why I say where you can upgrade, bro. I mean, we gotta wear our GM hat. We gotta start with the fan hat.
But see, this is where I say, maybe like culture and fit are factors in where they can be playing better than more talented players, right? Like you talk about.
I agree.
Maybe you talk about like a guy like let's bring up somebody like Devin White, Kenneth Murray, right? Like we would say that physically they're more gifted, right? More gifted, more talented, but either the fits or whatever the case, neither of them play like how Spillane played last year. Neither,
and
right? But I do agree with you
to that extent either, right? Not our type. Right. And that doesn't mean that they're not high character and locker room guys where they are and where they've been. It's just we got a little different kind of swag, and you know what I'm saying. Adding to our uniqueness is different, and like you said, it doesn't mean you always go for the most talented player.
Right. So let's see what the chat talking about, man. D Mitter. Peace and love. Keep doing what you do. New Jersey in the building, man. Hey, much love. Salute to you, man. Salute to you.
I'm CT, so right next door, baby.
Artie Raider asked, so who do you guys think is the biggest sleeper currently on the roster? I'm gonna go ahead and let you take it off, but I already know you about to say some out of pocket ass name.
ALC.
All right.
I honestly think Like, people are going to be amazed at his progress over the offseason.
I can live with it.
I really honestly think you're going to see a tad bit of mobility that's going to be a little shocking.
Right.
And I just overall better player, top to bottom.
Okay. I have to say, and it might be unpopular, but Thayer Munford. Right.
Yeah.
I think people are discounting Thayer Munford, bro. I really do. As much as I talk about Fuaga, I really talk about Fuaga in the sense like I think he can play guard too, so it's versatile. You know what I mean? We can still have both. But I think Thayer has a legitimate shot of playing starting right tackle this year. I do.
Right.
I do.
No,
Shout out Fear. Shout out Fear.
Fear Raider in the building. Salute.
Carl says he thinks he'd be good choices in the draft. And I say Thayer too because I want to address somebody's comment. They said something about Mekhi Becton. But we're going to keep going. Was hoping for a free agent or trade for a cornerback, but I guess they might address it in the draft. I mean, it can still happen.
Right.
Still happen.
Exactly.
It's just like the cost has to be right. One.
And
right,
who
it
is
has to be
like, right? There's very
right.
few that's available right now on the free agency market.
You know, if we're going to talk about like just because I've always said this as far as the Raiders, fit matters. Who they are personality wise matters too. Like because you look at all the Raider teams, right? They all had great personalities in the locker room, right? Everybody got to be themselves. I think Jair Alexander fits this locker room perfectly. Like if you really like watch Jair Alexander outside of football, you see like the crazy shit he be doing. Like he's just a quirky ass individual, right?
Yep.
He was fitting this motherfucker perfect, like immediately.
Workaholic. Anybody that's a workaholic would.
Seamlessly even. I think you add him in that cornerback room with that type of personality, with Jack Jones type of personality. Now we instantly more competitive, instantly more feisty. You know what I mean? We already feisty, even with Nate Hobbs, but even more so. Let me see.
Yeah, there's some interesting comments. Matt has a really, really good one that
we're gonna see.
I can't.
It's Act to Let's Go. Raider Ryan, salute to you, my guy. Salute to
Ryan
you.
In the building, salute.
He says Stephon Gilmore. How do you feel about Stephon Gilmore?
He don't pass the Raider rundown test, bro. Like you said, it's all about cost, but I think he's going to want more of a bag, and rightfully so, as the type of veteran that he is and what he should command.
Right. I mean, his options right now, it seems like the Panthers, but, would he come here over the Panthers? Maybe. Would you take him over Xavier Howard? Me personally, no. But that's just me. I don't know. What would you do?
I'm not taking him over Howard. Howard's younger too, right?
Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah. I can't do that.
Man,
Carl says, AP said that there will only be 5 guys that will be good enough to be in the Raiders draft.
In the draft.
Yeah, true. Fact. That's a fact. We'll see who those guys are. But I feel like his list might have widened. Doing more research, right? Doing more research and all that. Like this draft class is full of dogs. We gonna find them.
This draft is insane. Outstanding.
Let me see.
Shout out to Raider.
You know what I'm saying, man? We just upgrade slow, man.
So I'm talking about that. Mike was dope.
We just upgrade slow, man. We don't even say nothing about it. We just keep it going, man. But hey, now that we on it, man, appreciate y'all, man, for everybody viewing it. Right? Super chats, likes, whatever the case, man. You're helping the show upgrade in a tremendous way. And you're seeing it right here, right live, man. Like we say, every donation to the Cash Apps, super chats, whatever the case, goes straight back into the show, making the show the greatest show we can, man. So once
not
again,
only
man,
are you seeing it, you're hearing it.
Exactly.
Better quality than it has been for him.
Y'all know what time it is.
Shout out the rundown. Absolutely.
Let me see. All right, now we got. Okay, this is the comment I was talking about. MEZBX says, I would take a flyer on Mekhi Becton on a cheap prove-it deal for right tackle, at least for depth. See, this is what I'm saying. Over Thayer,
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah,
paying Thayer in Lay's chips. So at this point, it's like you might as well keep that.
100%. No, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, and Mekhi Becton has injury history, does he not? That's how I feel it is. I feel like he has a lot of injury history. Might as well stick with Thayer, in my opinion. And then keep it rocking like that. Let's see. Ryan says AOC.
Yep.
He's working on his core strength. You think that's gonna be the determining factor, Turf? You think that's gonna be it right here?
I don't know. I know that next comment is a very valid, and it makes.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see Aiden improve, but Minshew has 4 more years of experience and can win games on his own. Keep AO on the bench to let him learn the NFL game.
Dude, that's I can't act like that's not a valid, honest, like thoughtful, thorough output of that situation, because that is facts. That's 100% facts. The kid should have never been playing last year. You know what I mean? It's again, I mean, it's the whole rookie thing, and we got a quarterback that literally can win. Look what he did for the Colts. See, and we don't want to. It's not the sexy pick. It's not what people wanted, so we don't want to acknowledge it. But the reality is, he's definitely better than what we've had.
So answer me this, because in this scenario, right, Aiden is getting stashed. In this scenario, Aiden is getting stashed.
Right.
So then that means that's the quarterback of the future. Because
or just the guy that's gonna, not lose you any games when people get hurt. Because you noticed I said when. There's no question. There's when people get hurt, and that includes your quarterback. So you are going to need a formidable backup. In fact, you're going to need 2. So, Telesco talks about it all the time. So he's one of the 3 that we're going to absolutely need moving forward.
So is that all he shall be, though? Because that's my thing, right? Because if you sit him, it's saying one of 2 things, to me, at least, right? To me, it's either saying he's the dude going forward and we need him to season a little bit, Jordan love him a little bit, right?
Right.
Or he's just a backup. Like, he's just going to be a backup and a bridge to the bridge. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and at some point, a guy is gonna have to come in here.
But I mean, what if Minshew is the guy? What if we get Jaden Daniels and we got Daniels, Minshew, and AOC? Why do we need anybody else? I mean, I think that's more than enough competition right there for the room. And I mean, if you want to have somebody come in, to battle the 3 every year, after the fact, great. But I mean, I think that is a very solid quarterbacking room that will absolutely win you more than necessary games to win a chip, in my opinion. Those 3 guys. And again, you're going to carry 3 quarterbacks every year, all year. So I don't know why it would be a bad thing for him to be the best backup quarterback ever. I mean, look at Chase Daniels. Remember what I don't know if that kid ever played more than 3 games in the 12-year span.
So here we go. The name has been brought up, so we're gonna have to go ahead and say something about it. We all know, right? And this is just my humble opinion. If Jaden Daniels is selected, let the AOC dream die. It's over.
It's not a dream, though.
What is it?
I mean, it's a formidable backup that will absolutely win you games if and when necessary, and not lose you games like a rookie or who knows what else that comes in and out. Like, don't get me wrong, if you can trade him for some, for some capital, some assets,
which you probably can,
100%, that's what you would do. But guess what? You're still going to have to go find another quarterback. That's all I'm saying. And it's not easy to just go find a quarterback that's formidable like that. So
let me rephrase that then. The starting dream of Aiden O'Connell is there.
Yeah, that's fine.
If he's gonna be a career backup, I'm cool with that. I'm not. That is what it is. That was the floor anyway. right? Like if we're gonna be real honest with ourselves, he's a high level backup, and that's the floor. You know what I mean? Now the ceiling, what can the ceiling be? Maybe a top 20, 25 quarterback. If he can be a top 20, top 15 quarterback, maybe then we chilling. Kirk Cousins, maybe, right? Can be that ceiling, but can he get to that? We'll see. You know what I mean? At this point right now,
Kirk Cousins is the number one quarterback till he got hurt, right? I think that's more than the.
But if we talking about how they play, you know what I mean? Like that's how. If we talking about at his peak, at Aiden O'Connell, that would be his peak. You know what I mean? He can't get no. To me personally, I don't think he can get no better than Kirk Cousins. I think that's what
Kirk Cousins was. Which is cool. The best, he's statistically the best quarterback at one point before he got it. Which is
cool, but I'm gonna use the line when everybody, comes to me and I say what's your Jaden Daniels thing? And I say Lamar, he ain't won shit. I say Kirk. Now everybody chirp, right? But I mean, what has Kirk won? It's crickets when you talk about that. Like at the end of the day, it's just what works for you. Me personally, I think Jaden Daniels. If we get that's the starter.
I would want him to get the Jordan Love method and not have him come out there and just. There's no reason to rush a dude that's 200 pounds soaking wet. Minshew. I think what I honestly think in the back subliminally of people's minds that they actually might think that Minshew is the dude and they just don't know how they feel about it. Because I'm telling y'all right now. Minshew is a baller, bro. I mean, he got the Colts to the playoffs with one receiver and no running back. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying that. Somebody bring up some kind of debate that says it really wasn't that, if you will, because last I checked, all he had was Pittman Jr. and Taylor wasn't in. Somebody holler at me and tell me where I'm wrong with the fact that Gardner Minshew basically brought that team to the playoffs on his own. Matt is absolutely accurate with his statement, and that's why I don't know. It's just not the sexy pick. People don't. The kid is mobile. He's gonna make plays outside of the pocket. He does everything that everybody is looking for, and it's like we still won't even try to even think about logically giving him a chance. And I think I think you're potentially looking at that old school Hostetler / Gannon that you hate hearing about. But
if he turns into that,
think about it. If the dude goes deep into the playoffs the first round, now Jaden's sitting on the bench another year, and next thing you know, what if the dude win a chip? Now we looking to,
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far.
You're not gonna go that far. But if that happens, now what? If that happens, what do you have to do?
You still sit his ass. I mean, you wait until.
I agree. I think he can sit for a minimum of 3 years.
Oh, that'd be fine. I mean,
because he's a young quarterback, right? He's 21, right? So he can sit.
No, he's not 21. He's like.
24. He's older than 21.
He's like 23, about to be 24.
Okay, well, you don't want him to sit more than 2 years, then.
Yeah, because then it's like, okay, look, because in your scenario, if that happens, that means we're doing good. Right, and I
expect this to happen. I honestly, I think whoever our quarterback is going to benefit from this defense. That's going to be ridiculous, and there's really no way they're going to lose. And it's just, this
is my thing, though. I understand how much, because I have faith in the defense too, right? But just we know the game, right? We know the game. Yeah. There's going to be points in this season where whoever's the starter is going to have to win us a game. There's going to be a point in this season where the defense ain't going to be, we know how it go, right? It's up and down, right? We might start off good. Then towards the middle, we start looking shitty. And then all of a sudden we back up again. In that time span where the defense is probably not going to play its best, unless they do for the entire season, then we got a top 5 defense, right? But even look at the 49ers, right? But even look at the 49ers, how good their defense was. They did have like a drop-off in that last season last year, right? There was a little point in the season where that defense was not playing well. You know what I mean? They was questioning their integrity and questioning their effort and things of that nature.
People aren't there anymore.
Right, exactly.
People are not there anymore.
But at the end of the day, it's just the nature of the beast to me, right? So
correct.
Can Minshew be that guy? And I want to say in a 17 game season, probably 4 of those, he's going to have to do some shit. to win us a game.
He'll easily win 4 games.
Probably 4 of those, he's gonna have to win us a game.
I think
right?
he'll win us. I think he potentially has the ability to win us 7 games. 3 at home, 4 on the road. Honestly,
this is a good question.
I'm not even joking.
How many games, right? Because this is my thing. How many games do we think Minshew can win us? Now, when I say that, I mean there's gonna be games where the defense has won us this game, right? And there's gonna be some games where Minshew is gonna have to make some plays, put his big boy pants on. How many games can Minshew win if he is the starting quarterback, right? How many games can he win?
I give him 7, 8. I
look at it like this: if the defense, right? Let's be honest. If the defense wins us 6 games, right? Defense wins us 6 games,
right?
Minshew wins us 4. We're in the playoffs.
No, I think he easily wins us 4 games, and I'm just going based on his track record. See, and shout out to our guy, right? I agree, bro. AOC can win us games, but the truth is, he hasn't shown it right consistently because he just hasn't had the time. Gardner Minshew has had the time, and he's shown it and proven it over and over. There's a reason why he's easily getting scooped up, and then obviously doing what he's doing when he actually get a chance to play. So he's proven that he can do it, and that's what I'm saying. You look at last year. I don't know what more you need than what have you done for me lately, which was get a team that had only 1 wide receiver and halfway, here and there maybe a running back to the playoffs on his own. He won it on his own. So, I mean,
yeah, interesting. And we got more talent than what that team had last year.
Oh my God. And that's my point. Like, he's not going to have to do anything. He's just going to be able to just distribute. He didn't have
to. But like I said, right, and I stand firm on this, and that's why I continuously say we need a quarterback that's going to push us over the hump, because I honestly do believe this. Defense is going to win us a few games. But there's always a point in the season where the quarterback must win us games, right? Yeah. And regardless how it looks, right? Like, even because you can categorize it like this: if we was in that Vikings game like that last year, AOC constructed a drive at the end of the game to win the game. You sit there and say this motherfucker won that game, right? Now you can't say the defense did his thing, but at the end of the day, you saw he constructed the drive to win the game. I don't think I've seen Aiden do that yet. That's me personally.
No, that's fair, and it's accurate. It's absolutely accurate.
That's all. You know what I mean?
He has improved.
Right? So. Exactly. That's my only point whenever I talk about AOC is just I have not seen him, and that doesn't give me the confidence to say like this. He can win us a game if the defense is struggling or if we need it. You know what I mean? When we need it, can he deliver? Now, we got to see if he can do that. By all means, bro, let's move on. Let's move forward. I don't give a damn. I have no agenda whatsoever. But at the end of the day, it has to be seen, right? It has to be seen.
No, and that's why I'm saying if Minshew gets the starting job, it's because he earned it. He deserves it. There will be no, scandal or beef, if you will. It's going to be fair and square. And it's already been said, man, the guy is a veteran. And I think you're going to learn and understand. And this is even when it comes to the rookie we do draft. Because please believe it, we are drafting a rookie. There is absolutely
somewhere, somehow, bro.
But it just won't make sense to start him because you have what you need to win the chip. You do. Right. And that's in the 2 quarterbacks we currently have. They are more than enough with the defense that we have currently right this second, even without adding another cornerback. I'm with Chris and the other guys, right? I'll pop a rundown too. Don't he like Bennett? He thinks, he does. He's got a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't think, other than depth, right? I think we got a shot with what we currently honestly have now with the free agent deals that we've made. So
I see people continuously talk about this Anthony Brown, right? I mean, I'm not feeling times. I don't know why people continue to talk about it. Now I'll watch, right? We'll watch. But me personally, I'm not having no faith in that, right? I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. That's just, we'll see if it does. That's a good story, bro. It's a good story, but
Well, I'll put it to you this way as well. If you do, right, go the Jaden Daniels route,
that makes more sense.
it makes more sense with it. Exactly. See, I'm very objective. Again, y'all know I am an ALC supporter. I love that kid. I think he's going to get his shot, and he'll just blow all of us away this year. And it'll be interesting. But that's right, the wishful thinking, optimistic, and because he's my guy. If it turns out we get Jaden Daniels, Anthony Brown absolutely is a better fit for that third guy behind Minshew. And it might be time to say goodbye to AOC and get something for him.
See, but that's another reason I would say I like comparing Aiden to Kirk, because I feel like his career could have the same trajectory.
Right? I agree.
Start off as that backup, right? And funny enough, he's behind RG3, and I've seen people compare Jaden to RG3 a lot. That would be funny. But
that would be wild.
He's behind, RG3, and all of a sudden he get a shot. Now we know Kirk to be what he is now, right? And I think Aiden can have that same trajectory almost, right? I think he does have the talent to be a starter. It's just, we got to see. So let's get into the chat, man. I want to see what they were saying, man. I want to see what they're talking about. Let's see.
Absolutely.
Everybody talk about Anthony Brown once again, man. Anthony Brown. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. We'll see. But I'm not high on the Anthony Brown just of yet. Matt says, with Munford at right tackle, we need improvement at right guard. I hope they address it in the second or third round, which they will. They definitely will. I can guarantee you it's getting addressed. See, another one. How do you feel about Anthony Brown? I don't know, man. I don't think that if he gets a shot, sure. But a lot of factors have to go our way for this man to play well and go his way, right? For this to go well. I just don't know enough about him. I'm gonna be honest.
See, I know enough about him, and he had some shining and bright spots in spurts while behind, in Baltimore behind Jackson. He had to come in and play, and he looked good in flashes for sure. But again, consistency, right? Can you do it as the man, the guy,
right?
Long term, those are all things that are have not been seen, right? Again, you're talking about a person that came in and hasn't played a whole lot. So, but I'll tell you one thing, he's definitely shown some flashes to where you take a step back. You're like, ooh, okay, all
right.
Yeah, he's got an arm, and I think he runs a 4.5, 4.6 40. Like, I think it might even be faster than that, actually.
And if y'all can, man, real quick, while we talking, man, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It helps grow the channel, man. Get us to some more viewers out there. We're trying to grow the family, right? We're trying to grow the Syndicate family. So like we always say, man, get your mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever, man. Come join the Syndicate. Come talk with us, man. You can be anywhere on a Sunday, but you're here with us, man. So we appreciate that. Absolutely. Let me see.
Yeah, everybody.
Jamil.
Browns, bro. Yeah, you're right. I see a lot in the chat, man.
A lot of Anthony Brown, man. Jamil says the Raider Nation is strong, baby. Just win. Yes, sir.
I agree. We strong as we've been in a long time. Very long time.
Young DB94 says Minshew and AOC are backups. We need a legitimate number one QB. I share the sentiment. I definitely share the sentiment. Let me see. Dominique, I don't think anything is wrong with bringing in Becton on a cheap deal. Competition brings out the best in everyone. Yeah, but I don't know. Lyman have been getting paid a little nasty as a reason.
Right. Yeah, he's going to want bread for sure.
Just that injury bug, man. Pay, a lot of people was tripping about Tre'Davious White. So we tripping about that?
Right. It's a good point. It's a very good point.
Let me see. Why is Minshew a journeyman and nobody has committed to him long term? It's interesting. He does have his flaws. Definitely has his flaws. But can he overcome those flaws here? We'll see that, and that's what I'm saying. This is asking a lot of this man. We had like to push us into what we want, right? He's gonna have to play lights out.
The only reason I don't see it that way is because of the weapons we have. That's just the honest truth. Even and again, that's even with AOC. AOC will definitely be way better than he was last year. It'll be night and day because he'll have that much more time with these weapons. And it won't be I have to do this on my own with an offense that he's comfortable with, that right the whole team knows and is comfortable with. And it's not this BS that they had to just follow to finish out the season. That was McDaniel's stuff.
Right.
I see it being very different. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's gonna the quarterback position. It's gonna be the easiest job on the team.
Right.
Just because of everything that's around it. I really truly believe that. I think you're on cruise control. I don't see how a quarterback messes this up. It's so weird to me that everybody thinks we need this like huge lights. I think the players we have as far as skill position people, you don't even need a quarterback that's crazy dynamic. You just need somebody that won't take sacks, that can get rid of the ball when necessary, check out of bad plays, and call good. That's all. You don't need some super quarterback. I don't get it.
I mean, we're not talking about super quarterback, but I mean, I think people talk about more dynamic. I mean, and that's not a bad thing. When you say more dynamic, it doesn't have to mean
it's a bad thing at all. I'm just saying I don't think it's something that like if we don't have a dynamic quarterback, we're not going to win.
No. It's not. But I feel like it does increase the chance. It increases the chance. Skid. I mean, you talk about like at least like just. Think about it. We always talk about numbers, right? You talk about from a probability standpoint, a guy who can extend the play and get more first downs, which equals more time possession, right?
Right.
You talk about holding
their points. No, absolutely.
So absolutely. You talk about things of that nature, but is it necessary? No, it's not necessary, but it would definitely be welcomed.
Absolutely. And again, this is a mentality that I have based on what we've acquired defensively and how I think our defense is going to play. That's why I feel this comfortable about saying these kind of things. If we didn't get that D tackle, if we didn't get Wilkins, there's no way I will have this kind of confidence because we'd still be lacking huge as far as that specific situation. But getting him, talks of even adding another edge dude that's a max guy, with what we already have, these dudes playing with the league trying to ban us for just putting together the best thing ever. Like I would much rather go in that direction than trying to figure out some high-powered offense that's not going to compete with Andy Reid and your guy over there in Kansas City. I just don't see it.
Kansas City, trouble in paradise. Kansas City's Rashee Rice might be in trouble. I don't know if you already heard about this, Turf.
I did not.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell it to you. So apparently, this morning, everybody let me know if I'm getting the details hazy, right? Because I don't want to fuck the details up. But at the end of the day, right? Apparently, Rashee Rice was involved in a street race with his Lamborghini, right? Involved in the street race, ended up causing a 6-car collision in Kansas City. Now, luckily and thankfully, nobody was hurt. Nobody was critically injured, right? Everybody walked away. But at the end of the day, it gets even worse because he fled the scene, right? So he crashed the car and ran away from the scene, leaving his personal items within the car. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. I don't know if Drinky was involved, but folks, let's stay away from the dumb shit, shall we?
Yeah, right.
Let's stay away from the dumb shit, all right? That don't make no goddamn sense. You know what I mean? Like, take the money factor off of it, period, right? Just, if you're going to do shit like that, right, let's not do it in a crowded area where other people are, right? I'm sure there are other places you can find secluded, whatever the case, if that's what you want to do.
100%. I agree. Totally.
But what's your take on that, Turf?
It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. Look, I remember being that age. I remember feeling invincible. I remember not you know, thinking about repercussions all that much. I'm just being honest, and that's why it's not a shock to me. It's never going to be a shock to me, and I'm going to expect it because it's just a part of having to grow up. And there's always going to be one. There's always going to be one that has gotten away with it, continued to get away with it, and then all of a sudden didn't. And there's no way around it. You know, in all honesty, it's kind of somewhat why you get the player you get. Right. See, we don't want to. I don't know if we ever really want to talk about that side, right? Because some of these guys, man, they're built on that. You know, they're built on that rush. That just. I'm not saying this right. I'm not saying this is something that right. I'm just saying some people are just built in certain ways, and if they don't do that, you don't get what you get on Sundays.
And you know what I've noticed too, with Kansas City, they have a lot of guys, right, with question marks as far as character, right? Like you throw Travis Kelce in there, right? You throw him in there. Tyreek Hill was one. I don't care what anybody. He's still doing it to this day. This motherfucker still be in the news doing stupid shit. Like at the end of the day, something stupid.
I agree.
Patrick, the only one that's squeaky clean. You know what I mean? The only one that's squeaky clean, and that's why probably it works, right? Because your leader and your head coach, right, are the dudes that are the cleanest guys in the room.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, they talk about 3Ps, right? They talking about 3Ps, and they talking about doing something that ain't never been done and still winning the division. I don't want to say that's cracks, but at the end of the day, you start seeing shit like that.
Right.
You start being like, all right, you know what I mean?
There's somebody gets time.
Who's being held accountable, right? Like what's going on here? You know what I mean? Right. Players bumping the goddamn head coach in the Super Bowl with his chest, right? He don't get the ball. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Right. No, yeah.
They starting to teeter to me, right? Like they starting to teeter to me.
Well, I'm telling you right now, we are seeing the last year or two of Andy Reid. He said it himself, his health concerns. He's on his way out. So, and I don't mean that, I mean that positively. I'm just saying it's time for him to ride off into the sun. In my opinion, he's the best offensive coordinator I've ever seen in my life. I mean, McVay might be able to catch him. Yeah, he's the Seiferts, all these guys, man. I'm sorry. Andy Reid is the guy for me. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. If I'm building a team and I need an offensive coordinator, it's Andy Reid. And if I need a defensive coordinator, it's going to be your boy Bill Belichick.
Yep.
You to beat me. Yep. I don't care who you give me.
So real quick, I want to go into this question from Sam, and shout out Sam because this is a good question. And then I want to go into, some of the guys we talked about, like as far as draft prospects, right? Who some people might not be speaking about. Right. But we go here to Sam's question. If a QB is struggling in a game, do you think they should put in the backup? And I'm gonna be honest, right? I stay saying this, and it's a fluid answer because it depends on the situation. It always depends on the situation. For example, if you were the Falcons last year and Desmond Ridder was playing as garbage as he was playing, or Zach Wilson was playing as garbage as he was playing, yes, for sure, no question. But in our case, right? I thought in that Vikings game, I thought AP made the right decision to this day. I still think he made the right decision to this day, right? Because if we're going to talk about going forward, right, with Aiden, that's a moment. That's a moment. Like we lost 3-0, bro. It does not matter. I'm still going to keep you in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I know Chris would come on here like, no, we were trying to go to the playoffs. I understand. But at the same time, you talk about player-coach relations, right?
Correct.
And if we're going deep and there is a chance that Aiden is going to be that starter, that right there as a player shows me he going to fuck with me even if it's not looking right.
Correct.
I'm going to give this man my all, bro. That's what I'm going to do.
Exactly. And that's what I mean? And that's all I've been trying to say when it comes to the AOC and AP relationship. I've been telling everybody this kid is going to get his chance. There's no way AP is not giving him the shot at the. It's his job to lose. He's already said that a few times.
Respect, bro. Respect
this
that.
is why. This is why, because he stuck with him, and look what he gained for sticking with him. The rookie came out and won the last 3 games?
3-4 games after that, and then he scored 63 next week.
He stuck with the rookie. The rookie came through for him. Again, we talk about all the negative, but what about the positive? Name other rookies that didn't throw the ball away, make harsh decisions. Name one, because there's only one other one, and I don't even know if he did play more games because he started, but that would be CJ Stroud. But that's it.
Right, and even that Vikings game, maybe it's because I don't really fully blame him for that Vikings game. Now, as far as I do put some of that on him because at the end of the day, we scored 0 points.
Play calling was atrocious.
And we were in the red zone multiple times and got taken out of the red zone by flags.
Stupid flags.
Right. So we could have had more points on the board, at least 6, right? At least 2 field goals, I feel. So
correct.
Can't put it all on him. There was some coaching errors and all that shit in there as well, I believe.
It was an overall team failure. Everybody failed. It wasn't just ALC. It wasn't just the defense. It was everybody.
I fully agree. Now, let's hop into some fun draft talk, man. Because it's getting closer. It's getting closer. This is going to be one of those drafts, man, that if we play our cards right, we're going to stack, from this in years to come, right? We're going to stack from this in years to come. It's going to help build that foundation. So I know you had some players that you wanted to talk about as well. You got one of the players, at least, that you want to speak about right now. What player came to your mind as far as somebody we might not be thinking about?
Right. Well, there were 3 guys that came to mind. I chose linebacker, Trevin Wallace from Kentucky. Kid is solid. I mean, he ran a 4.5 40. So clearly he's athletic. You know what I mean? Big kid. He's just somebody, right, that you're not going to hear a whole lot about.
Right.
And it's something that we could probably grab in the later rounds. We can absolutely grab somebody like him in the later rounds, which is a total sleeper. And, again, with AP, he's going to pick, what he knows he can work with and get to be the best of their ability. So it wouldn't shock me at all if he, you know what I'm saying, is brought on. He's a slick. He's very, very good side to side. He can run. That's why he's got that speed. So
seems fine. The quarterback there. Okay.
He can play
on a blitz here, 32.
He can play everywhere. So I like what I see out of the kid. 100%. And it could be a sleeper. Yeah, it could be a sleeper, man.
Right.
You see, he comes, he brings it.
Yeah. He stuck his nose in that one. I like that one. He stuck his nose in there. And talk about them linebackers. You already know me. I like a thumper. Got a thump.
Right.
Okay.
And one other guy is the running back out of Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin running backs.
Braylon Allen.
Yes, I'm not going to say that. They fit our style, if you will. It's just, hey, turf is old. Y'all know that. And they usually typically have a hell of a running back. Wisconsin, let's just keep it 100. Ron Dane.
That's true.
Shout out to Ron Dane. He was one of my favorites because he just did not look as fast as he was, let alone everything else. And that was what I just found miraculous about that guy. Way faster than he looked, if you will.
Right.
But yeah, this kid, again, he's huge. 240, 6'1", 6'2", 240, and another 4'5" or 4'4" guy at running back. So yeah, I mean, these are absolutely things that, he can break a 70-yarder, ladies and gentlemen, and he's huge. These are people that nobody's talking about, and that's why I'm saying there's so much talent in this draft.
There
People,
is.
they have no clue, man. I just see an abundance. I think in the whole first 5 rounds, man, if you didn't draft a starter, that's on you.
Yeah,
I know
I
that
would
sounds
agree.
first. Okay, 4. I'll be realistic. First 4. If
Yeah, you
you
gotta say
got
first 4.
first 4, if you don't have a starter, yeah, you something.
Yeah, you gotta say first 4.
I'll
Because
say
there's a
first.
point. I mean, I think maybe there's gonna be a lot of players that do slip, but I think 4th round, right? I think you're gonna get somebody that can be a sleeper starter for you. Definitely in this right here. I like those players right there. I do. I like those players. To me, right? I'm gonna go share the same sentiment with the running back, right? And go Trey Benson. Trey Benson, I think, would fit this room terrifically, right? I think he would fit this room terrifically. He has great balance to me.
Right.
His jump cut is nasty, bro. Like, and I mean that shit is fluid. Yeah. Like you can tell when somebody's a natural running back. Straight up, you know what I mean? Like this motherfucker, he's a natural running back, bro. That jump cut is seamless, bro. It's smooth as silk.
Yeah.
You can
you're absolutely right.
Always tell, bro. He and I think he's got the speed, that as far as side to side quickness goes, like he's got that side to side quickness that I think Zamir does not have, and I think we don't have in that room right now.
Right.
And he also runs with a little bit of power, right?
Yes.
That I think is beautiful for a guy that size. So I think he would complement this room beautifully, honestly.
100%. I don't know if I sent you this one last guy. Only reason I'm definitely bringing it up now sooner than later is because I think I see my guy Miggy Fly. He out there working on that Instagram, and the guy I'm referring to is from Texas Tech, no other than their safety Tyler Owens. He's another sleeper. He's a safety. There are safeties a dime a dozen like running backs. I'm just going to keep it honest. That's my feelings, right? My opinion, interpretation of what I see.
Right.
But we already know more work's coming up, right? Epps is coming up. It wouldn't shock me if we draft a safety. And, getting somebody like a Tyler Owens out of Texas Tech, I mean, again, it's another potential guy that nobody's talking about. You don't hear, much about. But I'm gonna promise you, man, the athleticism, the kid's a baller. He's a baller.
Right. Okay. So that's another one. I like that right there. So you got your 3 right there.
That's my 3, boss. That's my homework for y'all, Raider Nation.
Yeah.
I did what I could. I wanted 3 players to get y'all. Go check them out. See what y'all like, don't like, right? Come yell at Turf. Let me know.
Yeah, and I love those players right there. We got our 2 running backs. Another guy I'm talking about is Darius Robinson. This is the edge from Missouri, right?
Yeah.
I want to open Raider fans' eyes to the fact that we do need another edge player. We do. I think that we need a 3rd guy, to come off that edge. And who perfect than a guy that can be hybrid, right? I think he can be that edge guy and slide a little bit into that 3 technique. I think he can do that as far as Robinson goes. So he's got the size, right? He's a massive human being, bro. A massive human being. And he is relentless as well. You know what I mean? He's got that motor. So I like the motor. He really wins with power a lot. But at the end of the day, still like he knows how to use leverage. I put it like that. He knows how to use leverage for a guy his size. So I definitely would be a fan of bringing him in. Oh, and as we talk about guys, can't wait to bring him on. Another member of the TRS5.
What up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Well, what's
We over here
good? What's
talking
good?
prospects, man. We talking prospects. Some guys maybe that we don't think a lot of people are talking about as far as for us. You know, I'm talking about Darius Robinson right now. I want to open the possibility because I think we need another edge. And he'd be perfect because he's a tweener, right? He can play D tackle, he can play edge. So I
Another
think he would be
edge?
perfect. Yeah, I think we need another dude. I think we need another dude. Because who's after Kuntz and Max? Who's after that?
Exactly. Tyree.
Tyree?
That's it.
Tweener, but
Exactly. Tweener. You hit it right on the head. He's not really either yet.
I would if we gonna roll with that, let's just get another one.
Remember we had that kid in the preseason? We were big on him. Adam Plant? What was his name?
No, he's gone. He's gone.
Is he gone?
I don't think
You might be talking about Janarius Robinson though.
I remember him. Yeah.
But do you have a lot of faith in that one though? That's the
question. No.
So, you know, I mean, Turf definitely brought up some good names as far as Braylon Allen. You know, not a lot of guys are high on your guy Estime, Leo.
Why?
I don't know, man. Maybe because he big and burly. You know what I mean? He got a lot of wiggle.
I get why people would see that, but when you watch him run, his feet are quick, bro, and he's got vision. Yeah.
Okay.
Like when you see him, you think he's just one of those big backs, but he's really not. He actually runs really good.
But would he fit in this room?
Right.
Would he fit in this room? That's the question. I feel like our room is definitely slow as hell with that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, real slow.
None of us breaking much.
No threat.
No fear. No fear.
Yeah, no fear. So, you know, I think we need more speed. I'm a fan of getting Braden Fisk as well from FSU. I'm a fan of that. I like me some Braden Fisk. I think he got that dog, that energy, you know what I mean, that relentless effort that we can be looking for as well. So,
I get wanting like a different type of back since Zeus is our bruiser or whatever now. But I get the versatility. Like if we're looking versatility, then homeboy from Tennessee, the guy from Oregon, I like him.
Yeah, the Oregon kid.
Man, Bucky Irvin. I like Bucky Irvin. But I mean, Trey Benson done.
Trey Benson's another one.
Look my eye all of a sudden, man. I like that.
4.3, that 4.4. Why do we run 4.39, right? 4.39 40.
Yeah. Was it a 4.39 40?
Yeah,
some shit like that.
It was crazy.
And I would be like, at the fact that if his tape don't show so much lateral quickness, bro, like somebody set it up in this bitch. He don't waste no movement. I think that's Sam right there. Perfect explanation, bro. Don't waste no movement in space. Left defenders trying to position themselves to tackle while he sprinted away. Shot free.
He's nasty. No, he's nasty. He's
nasty. Butter, bro. He's smooth as silk, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
There's a lot of Florida State players, man. They
were good for a reason, bro. They were good for a reason.
Exactly.
The receivers too. Yeah.
I saw somebody earlier talking about what's his name, Johnny Wilson. Is that his name?
Johnny Wilson. Yeah.
They said they could convert him to a tight end.
Yeah, because he's big. Yeah.
6'4", ain't he?
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, that ain't bad, but does he got the beef for all that?
I mean, I don't know. They're younger. The beef comes as they get older. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Who else were you talking about? I mean, I know corners. I know a lot of people are stuck on Terrion Arnold. I
like kid from Oregon.
Hard. But if we're gonna take one in the first round, I implore you to watch Nate Wiggins. Like I implore.
Oh, Nate Wiggins is good. I like Nate Wiggins. I don't know why they have him pegged as like late first round. I would take him better than Arnold.
Trade back. You feel what I'm saying? And the only reason I feel like he's back there is because he had that groin injury in the combine, and he kind of has some injury shit going on at Clemson. But I think he's the best corner.
He is 6'7", he said.
Oh,
that ain't no 6'4", bro. What? I told you he was big. Yeah.
Dang, boy.
6'7", bro.
Crazy.
Shout out Artie Raider. Mason Smith. I saw we had a top 30 visit.
Yeah, we did from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a top 30 visit. Shout out to Charles, man. Happy Easter to you.
Shout out to
Charles.
Our guy.
To be honest though, I'm gonna say this.
Well,
I see a trend within our top 30 visits. If you notice, all our top 30 visits aren't really high profile guys. We want to be honest with ourselves. I can look at the list now.
Right.
Some of our quote unquote high profile.
What do you mean? They're like later round type guys anyway?
Yeah. True. But at the end of the day, I ain't seen no guys where it's like, oh, these high profile. You know what I mean?
Oh, like, yeah. I like that though, because we're getting a closer look at the. Yeah.
But see, what would that tell you though? If in my opinion, that's like, if we gonna plan to move up, I gotta see who I like down in this section.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's see who I like in this section. That would make sense.
We gotta wait.
Rundown just wants everything to line up for the move
it's
up.
Lining up.
It's gotta be a game decision.
No, it does though. It really does.
Let's see all the top 30 visits, man. Let's see. We had one with cornerback from the CFL.
From the CFL.
Yeah, bro. We had one from a cornerback with the CFL.
Disheartening.
Kind of wild.
A little disheartening. Just a little. You still find players there, man. Real talk.
Well, you saw the Chiefs went to the rugby league to get them a player.
Yeah. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Let me see. Okay, so we did have one with the Troy Fatanu. We did have a top 30 visit with Troy Fatanu. So that's the Washington tackle. Now, he did play left tackle at Washington. Can he play right tackle? Can he do that? Because why are we? I don't want to.
It's easier to go from left to right, but
I don't like that.
Colton can't switch, can he?
I don't want to do that shit to him either.
You wouldn't want to do it anyway.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's a veteran.
Because if we get Penix, then it flips. Then you want your right tackle to be the stronger one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's
true. But do we have faith that Colton can play right tackle like that?
I don't even remember him flipping to that side.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's we starting it now. We starting fucking experiments that we ain't never seen. That's where she get risky, bro. She get risky in that territory. I don't know, man.
Yes, sir. 100%. 100%.
So if he can't play right tackle or whatever they're getting him for, because I see he can move, right? He real athletic.
Yes, he's a puller.
Yeah, real athletic. But
did Colton just get paid not too long ago?
2 years ago? No?
Colton Miller, I don't think. I wouldn't say paid, but I think he got an extension.
Because his next one would be his paid, right? If we were to keep him that long,
right?
Yeah, let me look.
Okay, so
he 3 years, $54 million.
Yeah, okay, so then it would be
average 18.
Yeah, see, that's 40, not that much for
42 guaranteed too. So
yeah.
Another top 30 visit with Brendan Rice. I like that. I'm gonna be personal.
Oh, I like that. I like him. I like
later rounds though, for sure.
Right.
He's projected what? Three, round 3 or 4?
3, 4. I would say 3 or 4, something like that. They had a top 30 visit with Mekhi Wingo, D tackle from LSU. But he's later rounds, right? 3rd, 4th.
For sure.
Now, okay, high profile. Byron Murphy, right? That's a top 30 visit.
Now.
Right? That's high profile. But out of all of what we're talking about, that's probably 2 out of all the ones.
Right.
Jordan Travis, even.
Yeah.
I already know that's who I want.
So I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a Florida State fan, and he's saying that we're too hype on him, that he really wasn't all that.
Agreed.
Yeah?
Agreed. I agree. I've been saying that. I think I'm on the Rattler Club. I know y'all get on me, but I be on the Rattler Club. That's just me. But at the end of the day, I've been saying this: if we in the territory where we got to decide between them two anyway, well, shit, we might as well go with Aiden at that point, regardless.
if we are at that point, I think we are going with Ayton.
Yeah. Let's just rock with Ayton, because if we're at that point, we're really trying to decide if these two guys are going to be the future of this franchise. Then
doesn't make sense.
Right.
Rock with Ayton. Definitely run the lights up, everybody, man. Run the lights up. R.O. Terrence from Arizona State. He's a cornerback. Interesting. I see a lot of guys that are high on some sneaky names at corner.
Right.
I'm gonna have to watch that Wingo tape. You said watch the Wingo tape.
Yeah, I gotta watch that Wingo.
Them SEC boys are pretty nasty.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Here's we hoping that Byron Young find his stride, right? Like
that's another one we have.
Got to.
What's gonna happen there? You know what I mean? I'm waiting on that. Okay. We gotta talk about it. We might as well do it now. Michael Penix ran that 4.4, man.
Damn, my God. And the nation fell in love with him.
Drinking that Kool-Aid, man. You drinking that Kool-Aid. It ain't
gonna be lie. I've been sipping on it. I've been sipping.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid.
But what happened to all the injury concerns? The 40 made you forget about all that?
Hey, it was how he did it, too. It looked like the man
looked effortless.
It did look good, though. It did look good.
It did.
Hey, Leo, you see? He got me. He got me with the booty shorts, as Chris was saying. Pause. He got me. He got me out there looking good out there.
I have to find a clip, man. I'm gonna have a clip for that. Trust me.
Bro, I'm telling y'all.
A booty shirt clips?
A pause clip. It's gonna be a pause clip.
We need the pause clip. Yeah. It's real talk though. I mean, and Chris is 100% accurate on this. Guys, we should all be ashamed of ourselves if we are looking at anything these dudes is doing in plain clothes, acting like it's going to translate that well.
Right.
The Joe Milton fans of the world.
There are some drills, right? Shuttle, right? There are things that you can see actually in the game based on linebackers having to shuffle and make the playing field a whole. Those are things that make sense, and those kind of numbers for sure. But running around throwing bombs to dudes that's wide open, running in booty shorts, come on, man. You're not.
Hey, Justin Brown, you thought right. You thought right. That LSU defense was trash. It was garbage. So that's why I'm like,
yeah, that was never Brian Kelly's specialty, even when he was at Notre Dame.
Man, that's tough,
it was
that's terrible.
Yeah, no.
What sold me on Penix was his vertical.
Wasn't it a 42 or something like that?
Hell no. It was like 37.
Oh,
it was nice,
37.
Anything over 32 for a quarterback is stupid.
Yeah,
okay, so why does that translate to like, oh, wow, this quarterback had a vertical? Like, in my sense, I'm like,
it's explosiveness, getting out of plays and getting out of danger and being able to scramble and create plays.
What was his three-cone? That's what I want to know. What was his three-cone?
He was so great compared to his stride. You know what I mean? I'm just assuming. I don't know what it is. It's a guess based on the type of style he ran. That dude looked like he was running that 40. I don't know. It looked like
I need to know the three-cone, man. I need to know what that time was.
He was just
You know what did impress me about Penix, though? And even though they lost the game, the fact that dude kept getting up and coming. You know what I mean? Because that defense of Michigan was annihilating him. They were.
He ran a 6.8.
You see him, Ray?
6.8.
Sipping on that juice, man. On that drink. They tripping. We cannot do. So at 13, y'all cool with that?
Let me tell you why I would be cool with it.
So tough. You see,
not because I value the 13 at his level as a 13 pick. But when you think about it, if we take a quarterback in the first round, it's cheaper for us.
Yeah,
because then you get the whole 5th-year option thing.
Yes,
that's the only way I'm thinking financial.
Yeah, smart. Very smart. But yeah,
Are you on that? That's what you want? I'll let you go.
Nah, I'm not. It's just tough because he did do some athletic things that changed my mind because I'll be the first to admit I didn't know he was that athletic. I didn't know that. I knew he was athletic, but Jesus, 4.4s as a quarterback, and then just looking like chilling, breaking the sweat. It was impressive to say the least, and I don't see him getting out of the first round. Well, I don't. Yeah, there's no way he's going to.
Okay.
That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee.
I'll say that, right? I'll say that, but I will not succumb to the fact that this man is the top 15 pick. No, I will not say that.
I don't even think all those quarterbacks are top 4 or 5.
Go into the draft.
If it weren't for his injuries, I would take him over May. Period.
Over who?
Drake May in a heartbeat. I know for a fact a lot of guys that have zero confidence in Drake May. Zero.
Yeah, but you don't like Drake May. You call him the Trubisky of the draft.
Because he's played 1 year out of the ACC, bro, and I'm not alone with it. I'm not alone. There are a lot of guys that are in this whole what do you call it, the agents, etc. They just don't believe in it. They don't.
I'll agree with the fact that if Penix was healthy, all the way healthy, no injuries, bro, I think he's damn near one of the better quarterbacks in the class, right?
If he didn't have that injury history, Penix
we might take him over Daniels. But he was cool, Daniels, but
you cannot discount the injuries. I don't care if it's only he ain't been injured in 2 years. Okay, if it was one injury, I wouldn't say shit. That's okay, right? If it was only just one. Like, say he only had one shoulder injury, right? Okay, cool. That's fine, right? And it is what it is, bro. Like, that's all we got to worry about. Like, it is what it is. Multiple different surgeries, bro. You have to take that into account.
100%.
Top 50, rich for my blood, bro. It's too rich. I'm sorry.
Hey, we got a new person in the show right here.
And I love the name.
Negro, right? I was like, that's a Negro strong.
Great name.
Love it.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show, brother.
Yes, sir. Hope you enjoy it, man. Please like and subscribe to everybody. That would be Cheeto Linus. That would be Raider Rundown. That would be Protect the Shield podcast. And last but not least, Turf, the ultimate Raider fan.
I see Chris here in the chat, right? He's in the chat.
Yeah, he's been chatting away.
Yeah.
Lecky, what's the deal, man? How you feeling? Yeah, I know people on that juice, man. People on that juice. You ain't gonna get me on it. I'm sorry. I can't
drink the Kool-Aid, bro.
At 13.
Can't drink.
I feel like you trade back up to get him in the first round. Now, if you did that, that's fine with me.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't think he gets past 15. I don't think he gets
past 15.
I don't think he gets past the Seahawks. I think he's past 16, bro.
Stop.
Well, who are they taking?
A defender.
Why?
What do you mean why? They need defense.
They need a quarterback for the next decade. It's not Geno Smith.
Not really.
Well, so the way Seattle's been operating, they've been operating with.
So y'all are comfortable with Geno Smith for the next decade when you potentially have right there at 16 the best quarterback to come out of Washington, your state, hometown kid deal?
With their defensive mindset coach?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that.
Bro, so why is it that everybody wants a quarterback for the next decade? Why is that like the most?
Is that everybody or is that us? Because we don't have one.
That's everybody. That's everybody that doesn't have a quarterback. That's including the Patriots. That's including the Commanders. That's including the Bears. That's including who else? There's a bunch of guys that don't have real true quarterbacks for longevity.
Yeah, but didn't they get one
and this too?
That's what it was. There you go. Yeah.
You're not gonna draft a
guy.
guy.
Howell is worse than AOC, bro.
Hold up. Weren't we talking about him doing good things over there with Bieniemy like before, and then now all of a sudden
we were all trying to be nice if that were the case.
How dare you? No. Stop.
I ain't never said nothing about how being nice. Y'all gonna have to go find the tape.
What was the trade compensation, man? What was the trade compensation?
Yeah, I don't know, but y'all gonna have to.
It was like a fourth, fifth.
If it was like a fourth or a third, they're definitely not drafting Michael Penix. I'll tell you that right now. If it was a third or fourth round pick, they're not.
Are you kidding me, bro? I can't believe y'all don't think that the Seahawks would not take this kid.
And let me know how you feel. Leo, I saw my draft where they took Latu. I
did. I seen one like that, and I'm not mad because Latu was a badass defensive end.
I can see that too, but I'm talking to him because Penix wasn't there. I'm telling y'all, Penix is there. I'm telling you, Penix is there.
That's the thing. Penix was there, and they took Latu instead. Penix fell all the way damn near to the end of the first round.
And if we take Latu at 13, what does that say about Tyree?
Oh yeah. I've been. Don't do that. You can't do that.
Exactly, because Latu. Exactly that. You definitely sending the signal.
But Latu's nasty, bro. Ooh.
He is nasty.
Oh yeah.
Ask Caleb about Latu.
I've been watching some of that. He got us crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Straight up starter.
So, I think that's rich. Too rich, man. Too rich. We all know where it has to go. If you stay at 13, we know it has to go O-line or D-line. Yo, what's the deal? We got to go O-line or D-line, bro. And that's why I put on here, man. I put on the title of today's episode, O-line love, man. We got to get some O-line love, bro. So, Leo, let's start with you. If we're picking, at 13, what's some O-linemen that you like? Or not even at 13, just in general, right? What's some O-linemen you like?
Well, obviously, I like freaking Fuaga. I love him. Okay, that's my dude. Powers, I like that dude. The homeboy from Michigan, what's his name? Minter? Zinter. Yeah, I like him. I mean, obviously, I love my boy Joe Alt from Notre Dame, but that's not right. Because he's a left tackle. So at that point, like, we drafting a left tackle at 13. Like, what's going on with Colton? Yeah.
That's what I keep saying. It's like we can't do that. It's an experiment. Yeah, we start doing that. You know what I mean?
Not with your draft pick. You can't like, oh, we're gonna draft you. We're gonna move you to the right. Like, no, not like that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Turf. I already know one guy in Fashanu that you like. Who else would you like? As far as
you from Alabama?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Latham.
But to be honest, I was thinking Alt as well from Notre Dame. But obviously, always got to put my guy, man, Jim Holochek, and anybody from Oregon State's offensive line. I know they were coached well. So Fuaga is a dog. Again, trust me, man, I'm getting the footage. I can't wait. And y'all going to see. He going to give me that
blanket. You are going to get it?
Yeah, when we go to for the draft, I'm going to Michigan State for the they have back. Coach Mahalatek, he's already let us know because my boy that I played with at Montana State, he just so happened to be going too. Him, his wife, and her homegirl who's from Detroit. They just so happen to be going. So,
okay.
Cool. We're gonna drive up to East Lansing, check out Coach. Snap the pictures, get all that good stuff. But I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm getting footage of letting y'all know his expression when I ask him about Fuaga. I can assure you, unless he says, wait, hold on, I can't write inside the trailer. Because I'm telling you, I got, man, like I say, shout out to my guy, Omar Turner. He is in the business of professional athletes. And hopefully we'll get him on the show as well. But there are athletes he is not able to talk about, aren't privy to certain things and can't, just based on business. So I want to make sure when we do bring them on, everybody's aware of, don't ask about this, these people, because nobody wants to look at a show where you always ask it and every other person is like, can't say nothing.
Right.
So, but yeah, we bringing all this to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. We are behind the scenes working tirelessly to get any edge we can on, whether it be players, any of that good stuff.
I'm definitely on Fuaga. Like you said, he's being coached well. So Fuaga, I'm definitely on.
Nasty, too. He got that.
Here's the guy right here that I think we can get in later rounds. I'm talking about like round 3, maybe, and that's Cooper Beebe. Cooper Beebe. He's nasty. He got some nasty to him. He got some dog to him, and he's a true guard. So from Kansas State, true guard, plays with power. I think this would be a guy right here that I think we can get and real target, in there. But if we're talking about tackles, I'm gonna give you somebody that I don't think nobody talking about enough, man.
Who?
That's that Amarius Mims from Georgia.
Yeah, he's a monster
of a man, bro. A mountain of a man. And I think, and he's young. He's still growing. And he's a true right tackle, right? I think he's a true right tackle. I think he can come in and really bring some physicality to the run game immediately if we get this man. I mean, coming from Georgia to SEC already, like
those are already some big
right in. Yeah, you feel right in.
He already got to come and play with some type of a chip, and all types of shit like that. I think he's still got enough to be moldable at the same time. Yeah, bro, that Amarius Mims.
Are any of those dudes like familiar with the zone blocking schemes type?
Fuaga to a degree.
Yes.
Fuaga to a degree.
They do both. So they do a little bit of both.
I don't know about I don't know about alt though. Wasn't they doing like power and shit?
Yeah, that's power.
Yeah, they're doing power over there.
Yeah.
Mims to a degree, they're on that power shit over there in Georgia too.
Right.
Oh, Charles is dying for Tyree. I like that. He stick with Tyree, Charles.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Real quick, the tape shows at the end of the season, other teams were game planning how to stop Tyree. Believe it or not, tape don't lie, baby.
I haven't given up on Tyree.
I said this as well, and this always angers some Raider fans. Tyree had a better end to the season than Jalen Carter did, and I know everybody
did.
Hey, shout out! I'm the first one to have to come bring myself to the front of the congregation because I was the number one dude talking about I hated this, and I'm still mad. And bottom line, it's starting to look like potentially we will come out on the better side of this.
Yeah, and to me, that's where the coaching makes the big difference because you saw it in Tyree. Once shit hit left and AP took over and all that, yeah, bro.
The growth started immediately.
And definitely, I don't know if you guys saw that episode, and if you haven't, you should, with Max Crosby when he had all the D linemen.
Yes, we saw it.
With Kuntz and all that. You can tell, bro, they built that bond where it's like, all right, bro, we're going to push you to be great. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to push you to be the best you can be. And we're going to let the chips fall where they may. And I think bringing in Christian is beautiful because Christian even said that shit when he was coming in. We talk about Wilkins. Like, I'm going to help him too.
Yeah.
He's going to have every opportunity, to be the best he can be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Wilkins even said he knew what it's like to be a number one pick and people thinking you're not living up to it or whatever. Yeah.
So imagine if he fulfills his potential. Dear God.
Our D-line is going to be nasty. Nasty.
I know. That's why I don't even really care about anything else defensively right now. I'm really not worried. I'm not worried offensively either. I mean, it'd just be nice to get an offensive lineman, man.
I think that's where my worries start is the offense.
Right. And speaking of offense, shout out to Raider Kojo, man. He said,
Raider Kojo.
Salute, Raider Syndicate. If I am the GM, I am doing everything I can to trade up for JD5. If not, then Penix. And if he is not there, then Fuaga. So it looks like he wants quarterback definitely in that first round. Hey, you already know me. That first one, I ain't mad at all. Every day,
everybody.
The price dwindles. Every day we get closer, right? And if it's a draft day trade, we ain't gonna have to give up a haul if it's a draft day trade.
Okay. I was gonna ask you about that. So I've heard both sides. People say we do it now, it's cheaper. If we wait till draft day, it's gonna be more. I'm like,
you can't do it now because you may not get to guy. You might do all of that for.
That's the main one.
Yeah, there you go, Turf. You made a great point when you said that before too.
Yep.
You might fuck around, trade up,
and now you got made.
Now we end up with JJ McCarthy. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
We're gonna have to do it on the day. I think it's gonna have to happen on the day. Like, you know what I mean? Because I think it's gonna have to, like, the board is gonna have to fall and put shit into a frenzy. Like, that's where I feel like we're gonna come out on top. So say if some team do some unexpected shit and everybody like, oh my God, like, what are we gonna do? All right, bro, you can either take this 2 first rounds, right? Or you can take this first round next year, second round, or whatever the case.
Right.
And we move on like that.
We're not giving up on this round. I mean,
if we come out like that, oh my God, bro. The ultimate fleece.
You know, the other part that trips me out, people get mad about giving up our first. Like, we're not in the top 10 anyway with our first round picks, and it shouldn't be next year either. So we're talking about giving out later in the first round.
We're at the bottom of the total.
You know, it's not like next year is going to be the number one pick we're giving away.
And that's
not even close.
I'm so glad you said that, Leo, because then you talk about, like, if we do what we want to do, which is at least go to the playoffs, right? Win a game, go to the round 2 or whatever. What pick you think that's going to be? That's like 17, 18. So what are we? What quarter? Now next year it's even harder.
It'll be even harder. Right.
Now how the fuck we gonna do that? You have to give them 3 first rounds next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. I think the time is now. The time is now.
Especially with this many quarterbacks and the 2 in particular, well, 3 for me that I like. Yeah.
Man,
we'll see an unprecedented amount of quarterbacks drafted in the first round this season. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Stem T. This is an interesting proposition. Alt play left guard, learn from Colton, then takes his job. Move Parham right guard or center. If QB go early, trade up a few spots for Hall of Fame bound Joe fucking Alt.
Wow.
So we're putting. Can Joe Alt guard? Ain't he big as hell?
He's big as hell.
He's huge.
I don't know. He's I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think he's gonna be able to move up in there like that. That big ass motherfucker.
I mean,
like
he's
that.
athletic. He is, but put him at guard. He's kind of taking away his strength at that point.
Exactly. He's gonna look.
Okay. This is coming from a Notre Dame fan. People is coming from a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Fuck it, man. Let's just sell the farm. Let's just go ahead and get Sam Hartman, man. I like what I saw from the Senior Bowl.
No. Every game we lost was because that dude threw an interception when he wasn't supposed to.
That man got in there and ran every goddamn play in that Senior Bowl. Went in there and balled out.
He did.
Like what I saw.
Yeah, he did. He's a baller for sure. He definitely wants to get better, but
we talking about Joe fucking Milton. I'd rather fucking. If we're gonna talk about that shit, I'd definitely rather have Sam Hartman. I don't give a damn.
I would rather have Hartman than Joe Milton.
Okay, your team.
Every day of the week, twice on Sundays.
We add another beard mustache to the quarterback room.
Hell yeah, we complete
complete that way.
Let's see. Salute Raider Paul. Boom. Yes, sir. Salute.
Oh,
he brought up. Speak up.
there you go.
Speak up in the shadow. We can't
drive
do it.
JJ McCarthy.
We can't do it.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't happening.
Okay. This is an interesting point. Maybe you guys can speak on this a little bit more. Just saying, Dan Marino was injured a lot in college, but he had a hell of a career. Was he injured like Penix?
I don't remember his college career, bro.
Knees. He went to Pitt, right?
Yeah, he went to Pitt.
Yeah, he went to Pitt.
But that wasn't why he fell, though.
No, I'm just saying. I just remember that's where Dan Marino went to Pitt.
Yeah, that was before I started watching college. Yeah, so
okay,
I couldn't say.
Remember
I know he did a hell of an NFL career, though. Shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's one of the best to ever now win it. Shit.
Yeah, I was a Raider fan, and I watched the Miami Dolphins play just because of Marino.
Dolphins, bro.
Yeah. Remember how we missed that on CD Lamb, top 3 wide receiver as good as Lamb as Jamar Chase. Oh, yeah.
What did we draft that year? Was that
Henry Ruggs year?
Oh, that's right.
We got Henry Ruggs. Jamar Chase, the only other guy that was better.
Someone's having too much whiskey, bro.
Stop it. You feeling too good over there? What you doing, man? Barbecue hitting a little too good over there, bro.
You right?
You got the wrong family members you're around right now, man.
Raider Ryan says, "Give me Michael Penix. I get the injury history, but such a fluent thrower of the ball. Lots of star players coming to the league with injury history. Correct.
No, you're right. Y'all are right.
But you don't get healthier as you age.
Exactly.
Your body gets stronger. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, you do not get more.
I don't see that.
You know,
It's
your
broken
body
down more.
to get stronger. As
Have
you
you
age.
watched the Dynasty and saw how much more athletic and healthier Tom Brady got the older he got?
That's
right, but Tom didn't have all these surgeries and injuries coming into this motherfucker.
No, he didn't. He just had that foot. Remember that issue with the foot?
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
He took care of himself, bro. He spent a lot of money on himself.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Same for all these guys that last. It's not a coincidence. They put millions of dollars.
It's a roll of the dice. If you take him in the first round, that's a roll of the dice. Just based off the injury history, I don't care what you tell me. Oh, it's been 2 years. It is what it is. Or for everybody that wants to say, oh, he's played this amount of games, not injured, and he's ran this much. I understand that, right? But still, regardless, if this was any other position,
right,
would we be talking about this man as a first round pick? Be honest with ourselves. If this man was for sure, if this was a running back, fuck no.
Oh no, it was a running back.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If this is a receiver, think twice, right? You think twice. This man might fall to the second round, right? Second, third round. Any other position, we be sitting here like, hell no. We're not drafting this man. Why does this now apply to this? I just don't understand.
It doesn't for me.
I mean, I guess that people recover now quicker, faster, better from these injuries than they did before, but I don't know.
I understand, but Kate. Now I will say this. I want to highlight this before we do get on out of here, because Leo said something about this, and I think it's a very glaring problem we got to continue to talk about until the draft comes. This offense needs something. It's
needs some pep.
Let's be real with ourselves. It's kind of trash. Trash.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Please.
It's not good on paper, man. What scares you right now, Leo? Let's start with you. What scares you?
To me, it's probably like what we're gonna look like as an offense. Whether we draft a quarterback, if we draft JD5, Penix, like what are they gonna look like? What style of offense? We don't have JJ no more, so our one horse is gone. So now we're gonna go with the stable. All right, what that's gonna come out and look like with this rebuilt kind of offensive line, especially on the right side. Like last year they were decent. Last year they were good. What's this new offensive line gonna look like? And my worry, because we saw it all last year and we all kept hoping, when is the offense going to click? And we saw it every now and then, the Charger game, the last one against Denver, the offense got going. They were utilizing everybody. But to me, that's the worry. What is it going to look like with a new offensive coordinator, an actual offensive coordinator, not an intern one, and what is it going to look like moving forward? Like if our offense gets going and we start moving and skipping, like I'm going to be cool because our defense is going to be, all right, we got this. Like put your points up there, get on the field, like let's do this.
Right. Yeah. A lot of shit you just said, I definitely agree with. I couldn't have said better myself, but Turf, where are we lacking on the offense? The offense real lackluster. So what do you think we lacking in?
It's a 100% speed. We have one burner. We need a burner at running back. For third down situations, for first down situations, we need another burner opposite the one we currently have to give them a set to where it puts the fear in everybody's secondary. If we can add those two pieces along with the offensive line, I think we're one of the most complete teams in football. I mean, call me crazy. I've said a lot that I'm sure people consider me to, be a little bit crazy upstairs and top of the head. But I honestly believe you give us some speed, give us a speed demon on wide receiver as well as running back, where we can put them all in at the same time. Yeah, it's a problem, and that's what we're lacking. We're lacking speed offensively. We got everything else we need, right? Jacoby, and again, that's why I always look at Jacoby. Like, you're not upgrading Adams, and I don't get rid of Jacoby. I'm just saying that if you put a burner in that position along with Turner, now you cook.
And I agree. You know, that's been a sentiment I've shared for a minute. You know, like we don't have no speed on this offense whatsoever. And in the running back room, you know what I mean? Leo brought it up. I don't think we have a lot of versatility in that room as of right now.
Yeah.
You know, I know people are gonna say like, "Oh, Alexander Madison catches the ball," not to the degree that we need him to, right? Like, not to the degree we need him to be catching the football. Zamir, we have no idea what he can do as a receiving back, as a receiving threat. So, and once again, where's the wiggle? You know what I mean? Where's the lateral quickness? Where's the threat to the perimeter of the defense for the running backs? There is none. Talk about the receivers, right? Turf just said it. Besides Trey Tucker, where the hell else is the threat? You know what I mean? Where's the threat? Me personally, I feel like you can get something in this draft, right? I look at dudes like that Oregon guy, that Troy Franklin, right? I like him. Jalen Polk, dude from Washington, right? He come to my mind too. Like some burners, you can go ahead and grab those, but we need some more dynamic playmakers in this offense. You know what I mean? We're not dynamic enough. So I think that's the problem. Could it come from the quarterback play? Maybe, right? Maybe, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, Road King Raider. Salute to you, my guy. Says, I've been saying the O is trash. And why didn't we make any moves in free agency? Tom T was cheap this free agency. And there's no excuse. Yeah, defense wins championships, but we still need to put up points. You can't start saying that from that sentiment and playing devil's advocate. You can't start looking and saying that is a problem.
For sure.
But honestly, who was out there in the offensive free agent that we could have brought in to make that impact like that?
There were really no offensive line.
For the amount of money paid that some people got paid, not.
And then on top of that, the age fact that they didn't pass the rundown test. Most of them.
Yeah, most of them didn't.
Regardless of what they want. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, we'll talk real quick. I mean, my bad. We got to give a shout out.
Happy birthday. There you go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here with us. Spending some of your birthday time with us.
Exactly.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
My bad.
So no, hell no. Hey, put put your cash app in there. Maybe somebody gonna bless you today, man. Maybe somebody lay you up. Somebody might bless you.
It's your birthday drink.
What's up with the nation? Shout out to Luda, man.
Good, brother.
Happy Easter to you and yours as well, my guy. Happy Easter to you and yours. I'm on the island, but I want Brian Thomas Jr. Okay. Trey with wiggle, easy to read, single cover, 20-yard pass makers. Herbert good. Tom T will get a tall, fast X. He's a true X. Okay. I've seen Brian Thomas make some plays, definitely because you're watching Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? So he made plays for sure.
Yeah.
And if they get Jaden Daniels, I absolutely agree with that. He's bringing somebody he's familiar. Why wouldn't he?
Oh, definitely.
Or if we get Knicks, you can get Franklin from Oregon.
Everybody wants X, bro.
You see, we don't even talk about him, bro. We don't even talk about both. We don't like not once. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Eric, before we get to that, Eric says O-line. We need O-line, speed, and a cornerback. That is true. Xavier Worthy. He probably talking about Xavier Worthy.
Exactly. We all know that's a pipe dream.
Oh, yeah.
Be nice. It would be nice.
Second round.
I mean, because of his speed, he'll go second.
Second or third.
For us,
He probably go second or third just because of that speed, but we wouldn't need him to do a lot. It's not like we need this motherfucker to be no more receiver.
There's definitely a lot of receivers too in this draft.
There's a lot of everything in this draft, bro. Everything.
Yeah.
But that's another, type of guy that might be cool, but we want to thank everybody once again for showing up strong. Another Syndicate Sunday, man. Here creeping up on 2 hours, man. It's much love, right? You know we come to you live and direct today. Chris Ash was not in here, right? Cool. We're gonna get him in here next time. But happy Easter, man. Enjoy your family. You know what I mean? Start with Leo, man. Go ahead, take us out, man. How you feeling going into next Sunday, man? And tell us what's going on throughout the week.
Hey, man. First of all, happy Easter, y'all. I'm a little late. I was with the fam. I'm on the West Coast, so our time's a little different. But appreciate y'all coming through. I do have my show coming on tomorrow, as usual, on Mondays at 7:30, the Pluto Raider podcast. Just drop in tomorrow, check in. We'll be doing a little giveaway soon for the Summerfest here in LA. Here in California, Bakersfield. There's going to be a bunch of NFL legends, current players doing autographs, music, DJs, and I'll be sharing more about that on my show tomorrow. And as always, you can catch me and my guys throughout the week. We all have our own things going on, and appreciate y'all.
Man, you already know, man. You heard what time the show is, what time the dog comes on, man. Now give it to Turf, man. Go ahead and take your shot with some Turf wisdom, man. Going into next Sunday, what you looking to see? Also, man, you know, how you feeling? And take us through the week.
Absolutely. I think we're going to continue to do what we're doing, which is stay patient, be smart, right? And find some guys that want to be Raiders. So, it's no sweat off our back. We got a lot to choose from. There's a few picks, free agent wise, right? We may make some blockbuster deals. It's being, the rumor mill is around. So sometimes, like I said, when there's smoke, there can be fire. So we'll see how that turns out. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I have a show on Tuesday. Everybody knows Raider Transplant, Raider T, a.k.a. Mr. Angelo Reyes himself. I'll admit it, it's going to be heavily mixed martial arts based. I really want to understand. You're talking about a kid that came from Thailand, right? Moved to the U.S. with next to nothing, right? Mixed martial artist. And, being tutored by Freddie Roach, by the Mayweathers, cornering Frank Mir in his biggest fight against, the Russian. It doesn't get any better, ladies and gentlemen. I'm promising you don't want to miss this episode. That's Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. And last but not least, you already know, man. We got Leo on Monday. You got my show Tuesday. You got your guy Rundown. He's going to give y'all his stuff Thursday. Y'all know it's the Turf and Rundown show. We going to get that popping as always. Friday, Fan Talk Friday. We'll be back. Saturday, man, we going to get something going for that. Whether it's individually, whether it's a new series show. And that does remind me. Turf is going to start a short, small series on Monday for lunch break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we tell you.
I will be giving a review on every single Raider player starting Monday. Tomorrow, lunchtime, I'm starting right at the top with Abdullah. He's the first one on the list. If you want to know who's going to be there, you can watch the show and hear at the end who's next, or just look at the list. But I will be doing that breakdown until we get to the draft. And, it should be interesting. I'll be grading everybody. Everybody will get a grade from A to F. Check it out.
Love it. That's going to be some fire content, man. Before I go, man, shout out to Myra.
Myra!
Yeah. Shout out to Myra for the super chat. Once again, man, we don't always ask, but as you can see, we got the cash apps at the bottom, man. It would be much appreciated if you did bless us. Every dollar shit goes back into making this channel the best it can be, man. I know y'all always hear me say it, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. Y'all seeing it live direct. We're trying to upgrade as we go along, man. So once again, everything is appreciated. Every super chat, every donation is appreciated. It's coming back to make the channel the best it can, man. So much love to everybody that's in the building. And as far as me, man, you know what time it is. It's rundown. I'm in the building, of course. On Wednesdays, I got my solo show, so that's gonna be fire. Once again, y'all stepped out on Wednesday. Last Wednesday, we had some fire conversation. Show back up again next Wednesday or this Wednesday coming up. We live at 5. You already know what time it is. So go ahead, pull up. Gonna be fun conversation once again. Hopefully some new things happen, before we go ahead and go on air. Also on Thursday, we got Turf and Rundown. You already know the Syndicate got you tapped in throughout the week. So hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for everybody you see on screen, man. And we're going to try to make it happen any way we can. Once again, be another Syndicate Sunday. Go ahead, hit all them buttons, and we're going to see y'all next time.
Peace.